Good afternoon, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome me in joining and inviting to the stage the West Virginia University College of Engineering and Mineral Resources graduating class of 2011. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your hats, and join us in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. I would like to first thank our organist, Dr. Krista Shinyu, for providing today's music, and to our soloist, Joshua Stubbs, who is a candidate for the degree of Doctor of Musical Arts. I want to welcome our graduates, their families, our faculty, staff, students, alumni, and friends. It's a very exciting day, and we're happy to share it with you. I would also like to welcome West Virginia University President James Clements and WVU Board of Governors Chair Carolyn Long. Please stand and be recognized. We have other distinguished guests with us here today. Dr. Jay Cole, WVU Chief of Staff, and Alan Stolzenberg, Chair of the Faculty Senate, and Dr. Nigel Clark as member of our Board of Governors. Would you please stand and be recognized? Also have a special welcome for Board of Governors member Dr. Charles Vest, who's a emeritus president of Massachusetts Institute of Technology and a BS degree from Mechanical Engineering at West Virginia University. Dr. Vest is the president of the National Academy of Engineering, and he's here with us today. Would you stand and be recognized? Will our associate deans and department chairs please stand and be recognized? Will our university, college, and departmental faculty marshals who are here helping with today's ceremonies please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Finally, will any other faculty members who are here with us today with our students please stand and be recognized? We thank you all for joining us today. At this time, I would like to welcome WVU President James Clements and Faculty Senate Chair Alan Stolzenberg to the podium as we recognize two very special alumni who are with us today receiving honorary degrees. Dr. Alan Stolzenberg, WVU Faculty Senate Chair and Associate Professor in the Department of Chemistry, will introduce this year's honorary degree recipients. Dr. Stolzenberg represents our exceptional WVU faculty who influence our nation's progress through teaching, research, and service. President Clements will confer the honorary degrees.
Henrici Yang has distinguished himself as an engineer and as someone who has changed lives through education. Currently the Chancellor at the University of California, Santa Barbara, Dr. Yang works tirelessly to promote a deeper understanding of Science and Engineering. He is a member of the National Academy of Engineering and has been named a fellow of numerous engineering societies, in addition to serving on scientific advisory boards for various government agencies. In his commitment to educating tomorrow's researchers and engineers, Dr. Yang continues to teach one undergraduate course each year. He has also focused his experience in educational leadership in his roles as chair of the Association of Pacific Rim Universities and immediate past chair of the Association of American Universities. Dr. Yang received his bachelor's degree from National Taiwan University, his master's degree in structural engineering from West Virginia University, and his PhD from Cornell University. Henry Yang has made important contributions to both the fields of engineering and higher education. Mr. President, I present Henry T. Yang.
Henry T. Yang, in recognition of your distinguished career and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the West Virginia University Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. In testimony thereof, I hand you this diploma and cause you to be invested with this hood.
George B. Bennett has always been a thinker. From his days on the WVU campus as an undergraduate student through his current work at Health Dialog, a company he co-founded in 1997, Dr. Bennett has possessed a keen ability to analyze a situation and develop a thoughtful, systematic solution. In the 1980s, he was a member of the Grace Commission developed by President Reagan, tasked with implementing state-of-the-art business practices in federal government. He continues to actively work on healthcare reform with Washington leaders. Dr. Bennett currently serves as chairman of the board of directors at Health Dialog, whose mission is to improve healthcare quality and reduce rising medical costs by addressing unwarranted variation in the healthcare system. In addition to its U.S. impact, the firm has extended its reach into Europe and Australia. Through 2009, more than 24 million lives have been served. Dr. Bennett earned a bachelor's degree in industrial engineering from West Virginia University in 1967, and later a master's degree and doctoral degree in industrial administration from Carnegie Mellon University. Mr. President, I present George B. Bennett.
Dr. George B. Bennett, in recognition of your distinguished career and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the West Virginia University Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. In testimony thereof, I hand you this diploma and cause you to be invested with this hood. It is my pleasure to welcome both of these gentlemen, Dr. Yang and Dr. Bennett, back to their alma mater. Honorary degrees are very special designations, given only to those with outstanding records of service, dedication, and leadership. West Virginia is awarding a third honorary degree this weekend to alum and president of the American Pharmacists Association, Tom Menigan. It is my role as president to participate in that presentation, and as a result, I, along with Dr. Stolzenberg, must leave shortly for the School of Pharmacy ceremony taking place at another venue. But before we leave, I would like to welcome Dr. Bennett to the podium to talk with our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Dr. George Bennett.
President Clements, Dean Salento, faculty and staff, guests, and most importantly, members of the class of 2011. I am very honored to be here. It is great to be home. I was born and raised, actually, in Morgantown, and I appreciate more than words can say or can express being recognized by the university. That said, let me say the words anyway. Many, many thanks. I have had the good fortune to study and work in a variety of settings around the world. I have enjoyed my journey and have participated in many, many exciting endeavors. But there's no place on the face of the earth that is more near and dear to me than this place, West Virginia University. This is where I learned how to think and how to approach complex problems. I had some great professors, and through them I was able to assemble some problem-solving skills that have served me throughout my career. I am sure that you will find the same to be true as you move on to graduate school or to launch your career. As you would expect, I have also learned many, many other things in the last 4 or 5 decades. I am sure you will be pleased to hear, however, that I'm not going to share much of that with you today, which reminds me of a story about my Uncle Jack. My Uncle Jack, one winter night years ago, went to a neighbor's house for dinner. The guy showed him home movies for 2.5 hours. At midnight, Jack got up, put on his coat, and was headed toward the door. Just as he got to the door, the neighbor ran up and put his hand on Jack's shoulder and said, "But Jack, I think I forgot to show you the ones of the kids at the beach." And Jack turned around, put his hand on the neighbor's shoulder, and said, "Yes, and I want you to know I appreciate it." In my experience, the spirit of Uncle Jack is alive and well at most commencement ceremonies. Given that, I have decided to limit myself to giving you one suggestion on this your special day. My suggestion is simple and straightforward. Take initiative. The world needs your ideas and your energy. In my experience, you will be happier and the world will reward you greatly if you routinely take initiatives that might make the world a better place. The idea is captured in the old story of 2 bricklayers. When the first bricklayer was asked what she was doing, he replied that she was laying bricks. When the second bricklayer was asked what she was doing, the second bricklayer replied that she was building or helping to build a magnificent skyscraper. If when you're asked what you do for a living, you provide your job description, your approach to problem solving will probably reflect a laying bricks view of the world. If when you are asked what you do for a living, you indicate that you're doing X to help the enterprise that you work for accomplish worthy objective Y, you're likely to be happier, and my bet will be also better paid. It is also more likely that with your worthy mission view of the world, your solutions to day-to-day problems will be more creative and expansive. You will regularly and enthusiastically take initiative. Another story. Early in my career, I worked for a firm named the Boston Consulting Group. To stimulate interest in the firm's services, the senior officers of the firm held conferences for chief executives of Fortune 500 companies at a resort facility on Cape Cod. One day, one of the senior officers decided that he wanted to demonstrate some key concepts at each such conference using modern computer technology. And I'm embarrassed to say in those days, that involved a 30-character-a-second teletype connected to a new service called computer time sharing which was delivered over standard telephone lines. Slightly different era. The senior officer's idea necessitated lugging 3 teletypes, each of which weighed about 100 pounds, to each conference and then setting them up for demonstration. He asked for volunteers for this labor-intensive and not very exciting task. I volunteered and spent a day every few weeks hauling teletypes and crawling on my hands and knees on floors taping down power cords. Thank you. My peers told me that I'd made a big mistake. I was positioning myself as a teletype-toting nerd and would lose my chance to be seen as a serious consultant. I saw things differently. I sat at the back of the room and watched the senior officers of this great consulting firm give fascinating presentations to CEOs. I took voracious notes, and over time, I knew every slide and every joke in every senior officer's presentation. And from time to time, I had lunch with a couple of Fortune 500 CEOs. Then one day, at the last minute, the senior officer who gave the financial presentation at the conference got sick. There was great concern because his presentation was an important part of the flow of the conference. The inevitable question was asked, can anyone give Alan's financial presentation? After watching the senior officer search for options for a few minutes, I raised my hand, said, I not only can give Alan's presentations, I can tell all of his jokes. They took the risk and I gave the presentation. It went well and my role in the firm changed forever. If I had viewed my job as a mechanical task of setting up teletypes, my career just might have unfolded differently. My takeaway and my suggestion to you, take initiative. Every now and then, lightning will strike. You are launching today into a world that is convulsing with opportunity. Math and science and engineering are once again recognized as key and critical ingredients for our thriving economy. The pace of change is breathtaking. My advice to you is to advance into the chaos. Be fearless, take initiative, and perhaps most importantly, have fun. Thank you very, very much for letting me be a part of your very important day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bennett, for those kind remarks, and I think they're very appropriate today. Take initiative. Now please join us in listening to soloist Joshua Stubbs as he sings My Home Among the Hills.
There's a land of rolling mountains where the sky is blue above, and though I may roam, I hurry home to the friendly hills I love, where the moonlit meadows ring with a call of whippoorwills. Always you will find me in my home among the hills, and where the sun draws rainbows in the mist of waterfalls and mountain rills. My heart will be always in the West Virginia hills. Their autumn hillsides are bright with scarlet trees, and in the spring the robins sing, while apple blossoms whisper in the breeze. And there is music splashing streams, and joy in fields of daffodils, laughter through the happy valleys of my home among the hills.
I would now like to invite Board of Governors Chairperson Carolyn Long to come forward and lead the conferral of degrees. Before we begin the conferral of degrees, I would like to take a moment to recognize and thank Professor Emeritus Wills Cooley, who will be reading the names of all the graduates today. Thank you very much, Wills. I would like now to introduce Warren Myers, our Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, who will present the candidates for graduate degrees, assisted by Linda Cox, Program Coordinator for Graduate Affairs, and Linda Frederick, Student Services Coordinator. Dr. Myers.
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degrees please rise and come to the stage to be hooded? Chairperson Long and Dean Salento, I present to you the 2011 candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree.
Alan Wallace Brannon, Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Advisor, Dr. Kashiar Aminian. Research title, Prediction of the Effects of Compositional Mixing in a Condensate Reservoir on Conversion to Natural Gas Storage. Fritz Andre Campo Schickler, Mechanical Engineering. Advisor, Dr. Evar Barbero. He will be hooded by Dr. Jackie Pruch. Research title, Prediction of Mechanical Properties of Aerogels using a multifractal, multidimensional, multiscaling approach. Peter Joseph Daly, Civil Engineering. Advisor, Dr. David Martinelli. Research title, A Study of Real-Time Kinematic Global Navigation Satellite Systems in Railroad Transportation. Raj Kumar Gondal, Civil Engineering. Advisor, Dr. Hema Sirawardene. He will be hooded by Dr. John Quaranta. Research title, Numerical Modeling of Overburden Response During Geologic Sequestration. Jason Nicholas Gross, Aerospace Engineering. Advisor, Dr. Marcello Napolitano. He will be hooded by Dr. Yu Gu. Research title, Sensor Fusion-Based Fault-Tolerant Attitude Estimation Solutions for Small Unmanned Aerial Vehicles. Todd Richard Hamrick, Mechanical Engineering. Advisor, Dr. Bruce Kang, hooded by Dr. Jackie Pruch. Research title, Optimizing Operating Parameters for Minimum Mechanical Specific Energy in Drilling. Ertan Karasmail, Mechanical Engineering. Advisor, Dr. Ishmael Chelik. hooded by Dr. Jackie Pruch. Research title, Transport Processes in Low Turbulence Flows Associated with Enclosing Hoods. Carrie Beth Phillips, Aerospace Engineering. Advisor, Dr. Marcello Napolitano. She will be hooded by Dr. John Kuhlman. Research title, Aircraft Parameter Identification for Application Within a Fault-Tolerant Flight Control System. Jairo Andres Sandoval Leon, Mechanical Engineering. Advisor, Dr. Scott Wayne. Research title, Study of Transit Bus Duty Cycle and its Influence on Fuel Economy and Emissions of Diesel-Electric Hybrids. Sergio Tomojo, Research Engineering. Aerospace Engineering. Advisor, Dr. Mario George Pershinsky, hooded by Dr. Jackie Pruch. Research title, Design of Fault-Tolerant Control Systems for Individual Blade Control Helicopters. Jared Michael Tannenbaum, Mechanical Engineering. Advisor, Dr. Bruce Kang. Research title, Non-Destructive Thermal Barrier Coating Spallation Detection by use of a spherical micro-indentation method. Yi Yang, Electrical Engineering. Advisor, Dr. Xianan Cao. He will be hooded by Dr. Brian Werner. Research title, Development of High-Power 3-Nitride LEDs for Solid-State Lighting. Feng Zhen, Mechanical Engineering. Advisor, Dr. Nigel Clark. Research title, Transit Bus Fleet Management in Cost and Greenhouse Gas Emissions.
Chairperson Long and Dean Salento, I present to you the 2011 candidates for the Master of Science degree.
Zainab Abdul Karim M. Abu Deeb, Master of Science in Computer Science. Faisal Naif Alanezi, Master of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Mohammad Jawad Al-Hassan, Master of Science in Industrial Hygiene. Vamshi Krishna Aluru, Master of Science in Chemical Engineering. Richard Allen Beal, Master of Science in Computer Science. Clay Samuel Bell, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Kalyan Varma Bhupataraju, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Krishna Jyoti Bopana, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Kiran Pandurang Chaudhary, Master of Science in Chemical Engineering. Manasavina Chinuri, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Hillary M. Dean Strasser, Master of Science in Safety Management. Prashanthi Dulapudi, Master of Science in Industrial Engineering. Asadi Oedo Sagi, Master of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Peter B. Ishak, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. David Edward Estep, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Richard Alexander Ford, Master of Science in Safety Management. Michelle Amber Foxson, Master of Science in Safety Management. Deepthi Garigapati, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Gregory Bruce Gherkin, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Phaedra Gavami, Master of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Rupesh Kumar Gondal, Master of Science in Civil Engineering. Agnian Gruich, Master of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Sumya Gujar, Master of Science in Chemical Engineering. S.M. Shamimul Hassan, Master of Science in Computer Science. Jeffrey Robert Holpit, Master of Science in Safety Management. Keith Leo Johnson Jr., Master of Science in Safety Management. Radhika Kamla Parkar, Master of Science in Industrial Engineering. Arkamitra Kaur, Master of Science in Civil Engineering. I'll try. Ramalinga Sharma Kolaparthi, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Praveen K.R. Kanatham, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Navya Reddy Lankala, Master of Science in Industrial Engineering. Min-Chi Lee, Master of Science in Industrial Engineering. Ashok Kumar Madhavi Selvaraj, Master of Science in Computer Science. Srinivas Majiga, Master of Science in Civil Engineering. Pavan Kumar Maladi, Master of Science in Computer Science. Avinash Chandra Manavananan, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Sumanth Gangagadi, Master of Science in Civil Engineering. Srikanth Manukonda, Master of Science in Industrial Engineering. Marco A. Marie, Master of Science in Computer Science. Clay Cameron Medley, Master of Science in Safety Management. Preeti Moda, Master of Science in Computer Science. Sumaya Mohayedin, Master of Science in Computer Science. Rebecca Michelle Moreau, Master of Science in Safety Management. Srikanth Nambu, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Krishna Priya Nanda Vanam, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Chandana Nanapaneni, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Ike Anawaha, Master of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Sporty Retta Pila, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Kedar Vasantrao Pandey, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Deepa Pandey, Master of Science in Computer Science. Uday Kiran Para, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Raghunandan Pasula, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Sri Ramya Padada, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Simon Prasetio, Master of Science in Mining Engineering. Sri Charan Ramagiri, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Samanvita Sai Ramayanan, Master of Science in Computer Science. Sohail Razmiar, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Craig A. Reynolds, Master of Science in Software Engineering. Cesar Augusto Sandoval Leon, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Fatima Sedia Imani, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Rakesh Sapuri, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Deepankar Virendra Sharma, Master of Science in Chemical Engineering. Umesh Shevala, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Karthik Kameshwara Sista, Master of Science in Industrial Engineering. Senthil Kumar Sundaramurthy, Master of Science in Industrial Engineering. Savan Suri, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Viru Talraja, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Nishil Thakur, Master of Science in Industrial Engineering. Shalini Tupran, Master of Science in Computer Science. E. Chun Sai, Master of Science in Industrial Engineering. Sai Bharath Kumar Vare, Master of Science in Civil Engineering. Suryanarayana Vempati, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Sneha Venkatesh, Master of Science in Computer Science. Cheng Cheng Shen, Master of Science in Industrial Engineering. Mohita Yalamanchi, Master of Science in Industrial Engineering. Jagdish Yira, Master of Science in Industrial Engineering. Chen Zhang, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering.
We will now move to conferral of undergraduate degrees. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Rakesh Gupta the Chair of the Department of Chemical Engineering.
Will the baccalaureate degree candidates from the Chemical Engineering Department please rise and come to the stage to receive your diplomas? Chairperson Long and Dean Salento, I present to you the baccalaureate degree candidates from the Department of Chemical Engineering for presentation of their diplomas.
Zachary Charles Baker, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering. Jamie Ann Barr, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Biomedical Engineering Certificate, magna cum laude. Jordan Zachary Beilhardt, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Biomedical Engineering Certificate, magna cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Sandra Lee Bruce, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Bachelor of Arts in Chemistry. Joshua Burton Caldwell, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering. Alan Stephen Campbell, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Biomedical Engineering Certificate, magna cum laude. Kristen Courtney Carpenter, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Biomedical Engineering Certificate. Nathaniel James Carr, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering. Michael Philip Gramlich, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Biomedical Engineering Certificate. Andrew Robert Graves, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Biomedical Engineering Certificate. Kevin Robert Gross, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Biomedical Engineering Certificate. Nathaniel Bradford Guy, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, magna cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Alexandria Lee Harris, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Biomedical Engineering Certificate, Nanotechnology Certificate. Corey Michael Heinerman, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Biomedical Engineering Certificate. Paul Anton Cass IV, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Biomedical Engineering Certificate, Mathematics minor. Kristen Danielle Keefe, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Biomedical Engineering Certificate. William Raymond Kistler, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering. John Nicholas Maxim, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, cum laude. Zachary David Mays, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, summa cum laude. Owen James McGrath, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Biomedical Engineering Certificate, Physics minor. Adam Corbett Miller, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Foreign Languages, Italian Studies minor. Molly Marie Nagowski, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering. Matthew Allen Payne, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Eric Lee Rasky, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering. Thomas E. Sobre, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Biomedical Engineering Certificate, magna cum laude. Matthew Scott Thompson, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Derek A. Walls, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, cum laude. Jacob Logan Weedman, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Jennifer Rose Wiegand, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar.
It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Rajesh Sharma, Chair of the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering.
Will the baccalaureate degree candidates from Civil and Environmental Engineering Department please rise and come to the stage to receive their diplomas. Chairperson Long and Dean Cilento, I present to you the baccalaureate degree candidates from the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering for presentation of their diplomas.
Sean Michael Abel, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Samantha Lee Bailey, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Mathematics minor, summa cum laude. Adam Thomas Batty, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, cum laude. Joshua N. Brown, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, cum laude. Adam Stewart Burnley, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Nathan Corey DePriest, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, summa cum laude. Eric William Edwards, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Sustainable Design minor. Jenny Brooke Elyard, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Mathematics minor, summa cum laude. Daniel Charles Faribaugh, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Richard George Farquhar, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, summa cum laude. Adam Nathan Jess Harris, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Geography minor. Clayton B. Hill, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Ong Tae Lang, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Mathematics minor, magna cum laude. William Andrew Irwin, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Mathematics minor. Andrew Timothy Jenkins, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Donald Russell Jones, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Michael Wayne Jones, Jr., Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Brian James Levine, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, summa cum laude. Joseph Dominic Littleton, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Timothy Daniel Maloney, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, summa cum laude. Kayla Ann Medina, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Jillian Roxanne Nutter, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, magna cum laude. Alan Patrick Patterson, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Kevin Thomas Prendergast, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Michael Thomas Rudolph, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, cum laude. Harold Brandon Russell, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Business Administration minor. Trevor Dwayne Sauce, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, cum laude. Charles Joseph Stewart, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Glenn Thomas Swartz, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Charles Samuel Taylor, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, summa cum laude. Trost. Brian Thomas Trost, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering. Chester Kilby Wright, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Anthony James Yost, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Business Administration minor, magna cum laude, University Honors Scholar.
It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Brian Werner, Chair of the Lane Department of Computer Science and Electrical Engineering.
Will the baccalaureate degree candidates from the Lane Department of Computer Science and Electrical Engineering please rise and come to the stage to receive their diplomas? Chairperson Long and Dean Salento, I present to you the baccalaureate degree candidates from the Lane Department of Computer Science and Electrical Engineering for the presentation of their diplomas.
Luis Carlos Armendariz, Jr., Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, summa cum laude. Douglas L. Barnes, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science, summa cum laude. Morgan Nicole Barnhart, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Dow Douglas Bennett, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Computer Science minor. Nicholas Paul Bolyard, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Computer Science minor, cum laude. Julian Breyer, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science, magna cum laude. Cody Shane Brown, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science. John Roy Dean Kennedy, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Computer Science minor, summa cum laude. Christopher Adam Carpenter, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science. Stephen Brett Chenoweth, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science, Mathematics minor, cum laude. Gordon Andrew Christie, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, summa cum laude. Lorenz Anthony Corquera, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Computer Science minor. Casey Ray Corder, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science. Zachary Arthur Cowell, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science. Jared Andrew Crawford, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Computer Science minor, summa cum laude. Jonathan Mark Deline, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Alexander Todd DeLello, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, cum laude. Nathaniel Thaddeus Gladys, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science. Brett Palmer Hammer, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Business Administration minor. Peter William Hine, Bachelor of Science in Biometric Systems, Political Science, International and Comparative Politics minor. Casey Allen Hill, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Computer Science minor. Richard Bradley Honeycutt, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science, Philosophy minor. Zan F. Joffrey, Bachelor of Science in Biometric Systems, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Arvind Vasudevan Jananathan, Bachelor of Science in Biometric Systems, cum laude. Brandon Michael Kelly, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, magna cum laude, University Honors Scholar. James Eric Manthai Jr., Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science, magna cum laude. Arthur Oduor Otieno, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science. Brandon Scott Pugh, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science. Jeremy Neil Shepard, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science. Aaron Wesley Smith, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Biometric Systems. Daniel Patrick Swisher, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science. Zachary John Turmina, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Cameron Tucker, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science, magna cum laude. Evan Matthew Walls, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science, Mathematics minor. Ezra Andrew Ward, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. Robert Alexander Wayland, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science. Cameron Frank Whitelam, Bachelor of Science in Biometric Systems. Clayton Carson Winner, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science, Psychology minor. Justin David Vlock, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, magna cum laude. Piotr Jerzy Wojciechowski, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science, Mathematics minor. Jamie Ryan Wood, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science, Mathematics minor, cum laude. William Watson Woodyard, Bachelor of Science, Major Computer Science.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Wafik Iskander, Chair of the Department of Industrial and Management Systems Engineering.
Will the baccalaureate degree candidates from the Department of Industrial and Management Systems Engineering please rise and come to the stage to receive their diplomas? Chairperson Long and Dean Cilento, I present to you the baccalaureate degree candidates from the Department of Industrial and Management Systems Engineering for presentation of their diplomas.
Michael Jamar Austin, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Adam Joseph Brandfest, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, summa cum laude. Brian Daniel Brooks, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Christian Roman Castro, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Karen Elizabeth Collier, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, summa cum laude. Philip Michael Conroy, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Melissa Ann Cottage, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, magna cum laude. Justin Tyler Dalton, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Henry Thomas Davenport, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Stephen A. Deline, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Kevin Christopher Denman, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, cum laude. Garrett Michael DeVault, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Derek Clayton Dunn, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, Business Administration minor. Joshua David Edmiston, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Vernon Paul Farrell III, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, magna cum laude. G. Jacob Fromhart, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, summa cum laude. Timothy Frederick Hahn, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Patrick J. Henry Jr., Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, Business Administration minor, summa cum laude. William Matthew Heisen, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, summa cum laude. Vaibhav Jain, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Eric Daniel Job, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, Business Administration minor, cum laude. Andrew Colin Johnson, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Mohanad Sami Kamal, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Christopher Corey Kernan, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Christine Marie Kurtz, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Stephen Mark Levinsky II, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, magna cum laude. Cassidy J. Layfield, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Anthony Thomas Miller, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Giuseppe William Morabito, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, magna cum laude. Stephen Richard Morris, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Kong Myatt, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Michael Jordan Myers, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Tara Marie Napolio, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Daniel Allen Norris, Jr., Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. John Robert Novotny, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Mariah Elizabeth Pettigord, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Victoria Lynn Phillips, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, magna cum laude. Ye Earn Poe, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, cum laude. Wael Ibrahim Kararali, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Saba Jasmine Raisi, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Edward Stephen Ramratan, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. David Michael Riedel, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Timothy Patrick Rock, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Benjamin Adam Trogdon, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. Aaron Chase Woodard, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering.
It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Jackie Pruch, Chair of the Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering.
Will the baccalaureate degree candidates from the Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering please rise and come to the stage to receive their diplomas? Chairperson Long and Dean Cilento, I introduce to you the baccalaureate degree candidates from the Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering for presentation of their diplomas.
Derek Allen Banerjee, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Timothy Jordan Berry, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Andrew Carey Bledsoe, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, History minor. Douglas Stephen Bowman, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, cum laude. Nicholas Scott Brown, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Mathematics minor, summa cum laude. Jason Michael Bupp, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Thomas Patrick Burke, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Thomas Wayne Carpenter II, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Joshua Anthony Cicchetti, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, magna cum laude. Edward Boswell Chambers, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Ryan Daniel Coder, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering, summa cum laude. Zachary C. Cohen, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, summa cum laude, Golden Globe winner. Thomas Edward Garazzi, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, cum laude. Marcus McKinley Kramer, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Sean David Cronin, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, summa cum laude. Corey Edmund Crossan, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Communication Studies minor. Joseph Harley Daniels, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Justin Ray Davis, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Alexis Ryan DeBona, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Kiran Dulapalli, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Andrew Paul Fowler, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Bradley Leonard Gainsbauer, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, cum laude. Anthony Robert Joya, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Joseph Philip Greenleaf, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Ralph Edward Hart, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, magna cum laude. Joseph Austin Hawley, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, magna cum laude. Jared Michael Heilman, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Thomas Matthew Heller, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Go ahead. Justin Andrew Hayden, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Nicholas Lee Hillen, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering, cum laude. Samuel James Hindman, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Seth Michael Hipkins, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, magna cum laude. Michael Paul Houle, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. J. Legend Huffman, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Dustin Tyler Hull, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Emily Elizabeth Jones, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Brent Michael Kostak, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Tyler Joseph Crisco, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Calvin Yancey Kuhn, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, cum laude. Nathan Elliott Levine, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. David Henry Lauer, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. James Edgar Ludovici, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Matthew Michael Madursky, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, cum laude. Peter Anthony Mardosa, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. John Charles Martin, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Jordan Brandon Martin, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, summa cum laude. Joshua Aaron Matheny, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Claire Munira Miller, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, cum laude. Thomas Winghong Ng, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Anthony Joseph Paletta, Jr., Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. John Timothy Paletta, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Andrew Colin Parrish, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Matthew Ryan Phillips, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Brandon Robert Pierce, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Nicholas Haven Pivar, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Andrew Stephen Pastai, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Stephen Daniel Rhodes, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Japanese Studies minor, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar, WVU Foundation Outstanding Senior. Caleb Aaron Seitz, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. John Scott Smallwood, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, summa cum laude. Alexander Nicholas Smith, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Gina Danielle Sotosanti, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Jacob Allen Sunyak, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, summa cum laude. Chad Edward Swinglish, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, magna cum laude. Robert Ashby Sykes, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, magna cum laude. John Adam Ulishny, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Is it Weber? August Christopher Weber IV, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Justin Michael West, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Business Administration minor, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar, Order of Augusta. Jason Famous Wettig, Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. William Cody Wilhide, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Jeremy David Alcott Williams, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Brian L. Wright II, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, cum laude.
It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Christopher Bice, the Chair of the Department of Mining Engineering.
Will the baccalaureate degree candidates from the Department of Mining Engineering please rise and come to the stage to receive their diplomas? Chairperson Long and Dean Salento, I present to you the baccalaureate degree candidates from the Department of Mining Engineering for presentation of their diplomas.
David L. Blake, Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering. Zachary John Coldabella, Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering. Sean E. Combs, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering. Austin Mathis Gilmore, Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering. Katarina Rochelle Gump, Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering, magna cum laude. Kevin Michael Hatfield, Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering. Jeffrey Eric Howell, Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering, magna cum laude. Albert Carl Johnson IV, Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering. Timothy Wyeth Miller, Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering. Allison Elizabeth Sears, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering, magna cum laude. Martin John Smay, Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering, cum laude.
It is my pleasure to introduce Professor Sam Amory, Chair of the Department of Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering.
Will the baccalaureate degree candidates from the Department of Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering please rise and come to the stage to receive their diplomas? Chairperson Long and Dean Salento, I present to you the baccalaureate degree candidates from the Department of Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering for presentation of their diplomas.
Muhiz Ahmad, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Abdullah Salah Al-Amri, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, summa cum laude. Akil Mohammed Al-Barani, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, cum laude. Madi Saeed Al-Adoud, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, summa cum laude. Ahmed Mohammed Aldriz, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Mohammed Ibrahim Almana, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, Communication Studies minor. Fida Khalid Almatar, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Hashim Amin Al-Sada, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, summa cum laude. Matthew Richard Anderson, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, Business Administration minor. Mohamed Samir Al-Saleh, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Samuel David Ashley, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Muhammad Hagala, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, cum laude. Bibars Basha, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Michael H. Cawley, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, Geology minor. Maxwell Joseph Cummins, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, Geology minor, Business Administration minor. William Cox Earhart, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, Geology minor, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Mike V. Evtushenko, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, summa cum laude. Adam Douglas Gray, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, Geology minor, magna cum laude. Benjamin Thomas Houghton, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, Geology minor. Joshua W. Kale, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Jeremiah Kent Nabenshoe, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, cum laude. John Lafayette Landis III, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Mark A. Leonard, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, Geology minor. Forrest Andrew Moore, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Edwin Marcus Neal, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, Geology minor, Business Administration minor. Solomon Oladipupo, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Duncan Ralph Oliver, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Andrew Scott Reeder, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, Geology minor, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Axel Muriel Sanjong Kambu, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, cum laude. Andrew Kyle Sarver, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, magna cum laude. Daniel Shami Sheikh, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, cum laude. Eric Thomas Skotnicki, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. Zachary Lyle Toothman, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, Geology minor, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Carlos Enrique Varade Mago, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, Business Administration minor, cum laude, Bachelor of Science in Geology. Patrick Michael Risley, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering.
Are there any additional degree candidates who did not yet have the opportunity to be recognized for presentation of their diplomas? If so, please move forward to the stage at this time. Please welcome Board of Governors Chairperson Carolyn Long for the official conferral of degrees.
Will the class of 2011 please stand? Candidates of the College of Engineering and Mineral Resources, members of your profession conceive, design, and build for a better life. Your education has given you a real-world experience, theoretical knowledge, problem-solving ability, and up-to-the-minute technological skills that you will need to make your mark in an increasing complex society. As you begin your careers, may you maintain your commitment to excellence and the spirit of innovation. As West Virginia University graduates always aspire to put your education to work, solving our world's greatest problems. Continue to cultivate global awareness and aim to create a more peaceful and a just world. Constantly refine your ability to uncover facts, analyze problems, and communicate clearly. Dream big and never stop learning. Share your pride in West Virginia University wherever you go and act as ambassadors for WVU and the life-changing power of education. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the West Virginia University Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you degrees for which you have been recommended with all of the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. As West Virginia's newest graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left side of the cap as a symbol of your achievement. And graduates, let's applaud the graduates, but also the wonderful support system that is all the way around this room, because you would not be here if it were not for them. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of you. Please be seated. I would like now to welcome back to the podium Associate Dean Warren Myers for presentation of our Barnes Awards. Dr. Myers.
At this time, we would like to recognize those graduating seniors who will receive the Ralph M. Barnes Senior Scholastic Achievement Award. The family of Ralph M. Barnes established the Ralph M. Barnes Senior Scholastic Achievement Award to encourage, recognize, and reward superior academic performance. Mr. Barnes, an alumnus of the college, earned his bachelor's degree in 1923 and his master's degree in 1928, both in mechanical engineering. This award is presented to the graduates of the College of Engineering and Mineral Resources with the highest grade point average during their junior and senior years as a full-time student, and includes a cash award of $500. It is my pleasure to present this award to the following 17 students who, in their junior and senior years, their last 4 semesters, all tied with a GPA of 4.0. Please come forward as I call your name and receive your awards. Luis Carlos Armendariz, Jr. Douglas L. Barnes. Neil Andrew Bowman. John Roy Dean Kennedy. Karen Elizabeth Collier. Jenny Brooke Elyard. Mike V. Estashenko. William Matthew Hyson. Zane F. Jaffrey. Matthew Allen Payne. Charles Samuel Taylor. Matthew Scott Thompson. Jacob Logan Weedman. Justin Michael West.
Enhance WVU's reputation and the value of your own degree. You will be this institution's best ambassadors. With that in mind, I offer this charge to you, the class of 2011. Work hard. Can you do that? Take risks and don't fear making mistakes. Put your education to work improving our society. Develop a global perspective and apply your efforts to creating a more peaceful and a more just world. Honor the sacrifices of those who have come before you and do all you can to help those who will follow. Above all, never stop learning. Read, explore, travel, and expand your circle of friends. As you build your friendships, take care to nurture those you have made at WVU. Maintain your connection with West Virginia University. Show your mountaineer pride, not just on game days, but every day in every place life takes you. Return to campus when you can to visit favorite professors and relive precious memories. As you leave today, consider the words of esteemed former WVU faculty member Maurice Brooks. He wrote, let me quote, "Thus it is with those nurtured in Appalachia. They leave, but they look back, remembering pleasant things. The land has claimed them, and its ties will not be severed," end of quote. At West Virginia University, you will always have a home among the hills. Thank you.
I wish and want to thank all the parents, grandparents, families, and friends for supporting their students through their college years and for joining us today. I offer my heartiest congratulations to each and every one of our graduates. Today marks a very important milestone in your lives. As the newest alumni of our college and of West Virginia University, we will consider you a part of our college and family forever. In the years to come, and especially in this century, the United States, in order to remain competitive in a global environment, must make incredible advances. Many of you in the audience will be the leaders that will help ensure that. Someday you will be recognized by the university as our distinguished guests here have been recognized today. You will contribute to these advances. We know you will make us proud, and we look forward to hearing about your successes as you move forward in your lives and in your careers. At this time, I would like to invite you to join us for a reception in the Shell Building that will begin immediately after our recessional. The Shell Building is just a short walk from the Green Gate of this Coliseum. A shuttle bus is also available at the Red Gate. Class of 2011, parents, family members, friends, faculty, and honored guests, please rise as we join together in singing our alma mater. Written in 1938 by WU graduate student Louis Corson. During the singing of this alma mater, it is customary for gentlemen to remove their caps. Enjoy your day. God bless each and every one of you.
Thank you.